Good morning. Welcome to a Yoga or Home Friday Moment. I'm Gina Reinhardt, also known as Jeannie Yogini, have yoga mat will travel, and here I am in my cute little yoga studio, getting ready for a very full day. And I, as you see, I'm in a squat. It's the first squat that I've done of the day, and we'll start there, talking about a squat and why it's so important to be able to think about getting small. And also, since we're cycling through the five elements now, we're back to water. And water starts in a squat for its peak pose, which is blowing out the candle. And so we'll do that. But I just want to introduce things that we can do with the squat to help it be comfortable for you to hold. I haven't been able to do a squat off and on for years post hip replacements and that cancer episode that I talk about all the time. But here I am. So sometimes I use a pull cue, a pull squishy, which I've cut down. Right now, I've got my heels lifted just a little bit because if I remove that, there's a good chance that I'd roll over backwards. If I spread my legs a little bit more, I can get into a squat without using, with my legs being more splayed out. But I want to try to work on my foot foundation so that my feet are facing forward. And so I use this, which is just a bunch of beans inside a nice little holding pouch. So I've got my heels elevated, and then it's always nice to put something behind your knees when you're doing your first squat of the day. It helps get your air, more space in your knees, among other things. And so I use a pull squishy. I started out using this rolled up blanket. And then I also even like to sometimes do things like rollers. You may have rollers in your home. So I'll just shift that. And with this one, you can see I'm getting more, I'm elevating my stance. I'm still working on my posture. And I can actually work this all the way down the back calf muscles, the gastrocnemius. And I'll actually trying to loosen up my Achilles tendon so that maybe I'll have a little bit more space to get smaller. Just stay here. Lauren Walker, who is the inventor of energy medicine yoga, says that you should be able to sit in a squat for doing the whole crossword puzzle from the New York Times. And so I'm not at that point yet, but it's so comfortable. Anyway, the water element, we've done this before for the not the penetrating flow, which we'll do next. The water element, blowing out the candle. So here I am in my squat. I'm going to wrap one arm, it doesn't matter which one, around my knees, and then put the other one down on the ground. I'll take a nice inhale as I tuck my head and exhale with the sound WHO, and that's the peak element for water. So let's just do that. I'm inhaling and then lifting my head to blow out the candle. I'll do that 2 more times. Inhaling. So if you're in a chair, if you're not doing a squat, you can do this from a chair and bring your knees together. You can be on a ball on your butt, but just 1 more time. And then, as I mentioned, we're going to do the penetrating flow. Penetrating flow is the first radiant circuit that enters our being as we are first sperm meeting egg, that radiant spark that gives us our life. And you can find that back here. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go into a forward fold. I'm going to remove this from my heels and just be in a nice forward hold hang. And just slowly just letting my back relax. And then I'm going to clasp my hands behind me and just tuck my knees a little bit and just hold in this position for a moment to opening up my shoulders. Breathing in and out my nose now. And then I'm going to bend my, my elbows, and I'm going to just on the other side of my belly button here is called the penetrating flow, that first radiant circuit that opens up our system, and it's connected to the kidneys, which is one of the organs of the water element. And I'm circling right there one way, and then I'm going to reverse it. And as I'm reversing it, I'm going to slowly come up into a chair pose. So my knees are bent, my butt's back, I'm lifting my shoulders, and I'm still rubbing back and forth. And I'm going to bring my hands over my hips. I'm going to just kind of fluff my hands back up. I'm going to draw my hands up, and I'm going to blow 3 audible blows out my mouth, inhaling in my nose and and I'm just going to bring my hands down to my heart and just feel that nice opening of my day. And so it's very full. I'm going to be doing some laundry. I'm going to be doing estate and shopping, actually with my new neighbor friend. So shout out to Kat and her daughter. And whatever you do this weekend, drop in the notes. Tell me what you're doing. Thank you to all my subscribers. This is my 182nd